Can I have a grande vanilla sweet cream cold brew?
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Friday was the other one.
Thanks. Okay, hello you guys. I am grabbing a Starbucks right now, and then I will welcome you to the vlog.
Bye.
Hey, how are you?
Doing alright today, about you?
Good.
Have a great day.
Thank you, take care. Definitely just spilled on myself, so that's cool. Hello you guys, good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. I am Emily if you're new here, and this is our third episode of the summer vlog series. It's going to be a road trip to Tennessee. Picked up a little vanilla sweet cream cold brew from Starbucks. That is my favorite kind of travel day drink, and we are driving to the Smoky Mountains for one of my good friends' bachelorette and wedding weekend. It's all in one weekend, which will be super fun. But we're on a little solo road trip. Justin is not joining me this time. He actually has some sort of stomach bug right now, which hopefully he will be over in time to join me on Sunday for the rehearsal dinner and then the wedding on Monday. So we're feeling bad for him right now, but on my own little solo road trip adventure, I'm going to take you guys along for all the fun things. Let's go ahead and take a quick little sip of this. Oh, that's so good. I'm about an hour into my drive right now, and I did bring my own coffee. I have my Buc-ee's mug right here. Even though I've had some sips of it, I started really struggling with getting really drowsy on my drive, and so I was like, I'm gonna need to pull over and get big guns out with our cold brew. Even if I bring my own coffee or snacks or something, like going to get something from the airport stores or from a convenience store, even on a road trip, is so much more fun to me than having my own stuff that I brought, which is just sad. I always crave a Starbucks on a road trip, and then I always want like a Diet Coke and fun stuff that they give you on a flight. I just get those cravings whenever I get to those places, and Starbucks it is, and this is what's going to help us stay awake and not die in the car. So I think this is very important and very justified. It's about a 6-hour drive total from Durham to where we're staying in East Tennessee, like right outside of Knoxville, and I'm hoping to only make one more stop to get some gas. I will go through more than a full tank of gas on this road trip, so we'll stop and get gas, maybe get some lunch, like maybe a Starbucks sandwich or something, or a Subway. I'm supposed to get where I'm going at 1. We're actually going to a lake in Tennessee where my friend's fiance's parents, so future in-laws, own a houseboat, and we're all staying on a houseboat, so super excited for that. I've never stayed on a houseboat before. We're just staying there tonight. We're doing like a lake day and going tubing and swimming and stuff, and just like having a very chill bachelorette, which is definitely the move. Also, happy first day of summer, you guys. It is June 21st, I believe. I get my dates mixed up all the time, and I'm super pumped for summertime. It's officially summer. I feel like I've been in summer mode for about a month or so now, but this is officially summer. Yesterday was our summer solstice, and Justin actually went on a summer solstice half marathon run with his friend Nico. Shout out to Nico if you're watching this. Literally went and ran a half marathon to celebrate the summer solstice yesterday, which was honestly just so cute. This is their little tradition. Like, one of them has to run a half marathon on the winter and summer solstices. I did not join, in case you were wondering. I was with my friend Emily. Shout out to Emily, who might be watching this. I was with my friend Emily having dinner at her house. So, did not join for the summer solstice run. He said it was terrible, but do you know what? They have to keep up the tradition. So, that's one way to celebrate the summer solstice. Comment down below some of your favorite things to do in the summertime, whether it's a road trip or a half marathon or going to get ice cream, things like that. And then I will check in with you guys a little bit later. But we got to get back into our drive and make some headway. We've got like 4.5 hours left, and I'm trying not to be too late or anything. So, we're going to get going. Probably listen to like a podcast or some music or something to stay awake mostly, and then I'm gonna catch up with my friend Peggy and then my little sister at some point in the drive later today. So hopefully it will be a good one, and I will take you guys along. Let's not do that car. Okay, thank you. One thing y'all should know about my car is it would be perfect for family, I think, because the parental locks and security measures are very strong in this car. So if we had kids, I would feel pretty safe driving them in this car, because my car screams at me constantly if I am anywhere close to hitting something or hitting another car. It yells at you a little too early, like before you actually need to do something. Justin and I both get very frustrated with it, because when we're trying to park, it actually freaks out, and I'll be like, you know, several feet away from hitting a wall, and it's actively beeping like there's a murderer in the car or something, and we're just always like, calm down, sweet car. Please calm down. I'm gonna get on the road again. I've really enjoyed more silent drives over the years. I don't listen to much music anymore, or at least in my current season right now. I don't know, I'm not super into music. I might listen to podcasts. I don't know. I really like listening to YouTube videos while driving. Obviously, I'm not watching it because I'm looking at the road, but I enjoy like listening to my favorite YouTubers talk. so it's kind of like a podcast. But I am going to talk to my friend Peggy in about an hour, I think. Honestly, I get mixed up with my friends who are in different time zones. She's in Central, and I'm in Eastern, obviously, so I think she said she's calling at 9:45 my time. Honestly, it doesn't really matter when she calls me, because I'll be on the road for the next 4 hours, so I'll be here. Okay, you guys, this drive is absolutely beautiful. I just love going through North Carolina and then getting into parts of Virginia and Tennessee. This state is just so lush, and that's something that, like, so many beautiful green trees, so much vegetation everywhere. It is such a beautiful state, and we are really going to miss that when we move, because by the time this video goes up, you guys will know that we are moving to Colorado. I can freely say that in videos now. I'm so excited. I just announced that, I believe 2 days ago. Today's Friday. I think I shared it on Wednesday when I found out that I could sign my contract and stuff, and all the fun things. Tim and I were talking the other day about one of the things we're really going to miss about North Carolina is just how lush it is, because even though Colorado is such an outdoorsy state, and you think of it as being this mecca for outdoor activities, it's not very green. Like, of course there are trees in the mountains and whatnot, but like Denver, for example, where we're going to be living, is not very green. Like, there are parks and trees, but just not as much as North Carolina, and so that will be an adjustment to get used to. Denver itself is more flat, but it's like right on the front range of the Rocky Mountains, and so you can see for miles, and once you hit the mountains, obviously you can't necessarily see for miles. But we're excited for the climate change and geography change, but we really do love the hills here and the trees, so it's going to be a weird adjustment. I'm trying to really soak up this drive and enjoy all the beautiful greenery and the hills and the mountains. I've got this 6-hour drive on the way to Tennessee, and then I'm also driving back by myself on Tuesday, because Justin's driving up separately on Sunday since I have the bachelorette first and then the wedding weekend. He's obviously coming to the wedding with me and coming to the rehearsal, so he'll join me later this weekend. It's a little sad not to be driving with him, because we love obviously hanging out together and doing road trips and stuff, but I haven't had a solo road trip in a long time, and so I'm trying to just enjoy it and have some peace and quiet and time just with my thoughts and with God and catching up with friends and stuff. Okay, other ideas I have for next week. So I'm going to be doing separate travel vlogs and all my like travel specific content for Europe and Disney separate from the Summer Friday, the Friday Summer vlog series. I really just love hearing back from people who watch the videos, because I don't know who watches. Like, the thing about YouTube is it's really anonymous unless you comment. I can't see who likes the videos. I can't see who subscribes. So everyone's really anonymous unless you comment or like tell me that you watch, and so I have absolutely no idea. It's like fun when people are like, oh yeah, like I watch them at this time. I'm like, I didn't even know that you watched my videos, so thank you for telling me that.
Welcome to Virginia.
Yeah, this vlog is a little weird because I'm like not addressing the camera directly, because I am just staring at the road because I'm driving. But I wanted to say that my friend Peggy is going to call me pretty soon. Saw me just recording some voice memos on my phone, and I've actually been doing this maybe for the past year. I love voice memos on the iPhone for like audio journaling. That's kind of what I call it. It's really just me recording myself verbally processing. Now that I think about it, I've actually done this for years. I just have only consistently done it when I've been driving this past year. When I was in nurse practitioner school, I was driving out about an hour and a half into the country for my clinical rotations, and I was at the same site for a year. I was in the car like 3 hours a day, multiple days a week, and I needed something to do with my time, and so I would do a lot of processing, just like life things on my mind, stuff I was worried about, excited about, whatever, even just kind of like prayers in a way, like both processing and like talking with God. And I would record them, because sometimes I would actually go back and listen to it, but most of the time I didn't. But just for some reason, like the act of recording it helped me like be in the headspace to process things verbally. So I have dozens of voice memos of me just talking to myself, which is just really funny, and I should should honestly go back and listen to them at some point, but now I do that whenever I'm on a long road trip and I have ideas. Like I do a lot of like idea audio journaling, and so I was just talking to myself about ideas for vlogs and just like content creation, reels. I have so many ideas for all of our travels for Europe and Disney, like reels I want to make, just like short form stuff, long form stuff. There's gonna be so much content I'm gonna make because I'm gonna have a lot of time while Justin's at his conferences, and then when we're together, obviously I'm gonna like focus on being together with him, but we'll do like a little bit of vlogging when we're together. But yeah, there's just like so much I want to make and create, and I'm so excited about it. And I will get these waves of ideas, especially in places when I'm driving, like doing something with my body, even if it's as simple as holding the steering wheel. Like that really just lets my mind go, because for example, like when I'm driving or on a walk, I don't have to use my brain as much as when I'm working on something for school or YouTube, or I'm actively using my brain. So I feel like my brain rests when I'm using my body, and my body rests when I'm using my brain. People talk about how if you work with your body, like work with your hands, like say you do physical labor for work, you need to Sabbath with your mind, and if you work with your mind, you need to Sabbath with your hands or your body. So for me, doing more of like sedentary type work, whether it's working in a clinic or editing for YouTube, I'm using my brain. Not that you're not using your brain when you do physical labor, but more like critical thinking type of tasks and like clinical judgment. It's really helpful for someone like me to Sabbath or rest with my body. So do more active type stuff on Sabbath, like, you know, go swimming or kayaking or go for a run or something, or like, I don't know, just do something that kind of turns my brain off. That's usually just really helpful for me to rest. So anyways, I digress, which is not new news. If you're familiar with my channel, we have a lot of little chatty rambles around here. But that is all to say that when I'm driving, it feels like something that's a little bit mindless. Like obviously I'm using my brain, I'm paying attention to the road and traffic laws, but my brain gets to kind of shut off and just like loosely process things. And so it's really helpful for me to just pull out my phone and like word vomit by talking to myself. So that's what you saw. And I will probably not go back and listen to any of them, but it's just so helpful to get it out. I am like the most external processor ever. Comment down below if you're an internal processor or an external one. Justin is a lot more internal than I am, and we discovered that very early on as I talk his ear off about literally everything. So how's it going? Just picked up a Subway sandwich. It is about 11:30 p.m. I'm not too hungry yet, but I will either eat this as I'm getting closer to the marina in a couple hours towards the end of my drive, or just save it for the houseboat itself. But we're like 2 hours out, so we're gonna get there around 1:30. All right, y'all, we have made it to Stardust Marina, or we're almost there. I'm about to drive up on it, and I'm so excited. I have been talking to my friend and my sister for the past few hours. Went and got gas like you guys saw, had some Subway for lunch, and we are pulling up on the lake pretty soon here. It has been such a beautiful drive, like genuinely, I just feel like I'm in such a good mood. It's so beautiful, and wow, I'm just thinking about how beautiful our country is and how there's so many sweet spots I've never seen before, and just little like nooks and crannies in these backcountry roads that are stunning. Like, can you imagine living here? I see water! Oh my gosh! Okay, this is beautiful. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is so exciting. Okay, I don't know where the houseboat is. Is it that? I guess I'll just park over here, but I will check in with you guys shortly. Hello, you guys. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and Justin and I are driving back to North Carolina from East Tennessee. It is a beautiful drive. We're driving through the Smoky Mountains right now, and Justin found this beautiful scenic route that I'm so excited to be on. I am going to try to get some clips of this drive just because it's absolutely stunning. He's that little black car in front of me. I'm just following him back. We've got about 4.5 hours left of our drive. It'll be a little bit longer with some stops. We made a very important Starbucks run this morning. I got a grande, a vanilla sweet cream cold brew. I forgot to ask for the cold foam on top, which was sad, but it was still very tasty. Justin got a venti. I think it was like a chocolate cold brew. You know, the caffeine is very necessary this morning. We partied hard last night. It was so much fun. Just lots of like throwback music and just dancing our hearts out. It was such a beautiful wedding. I can't wait to debrief it and also just like edit all the vlog footage because we got lots of fun clips. Even ended up helping the videographer by taking around his camcorder and getting clips of interviewing guests. It was so much fun. I am just absolutely exhausted at this point, and I know Justin's really tired too because he had a really quick turnaround driving up Sunday and then driving back today, Tuesday. So we're a little tired, a little stressed because we have so much to do these next few days before we leave for our big 3-week travel adventure, but really just excited for this drive. It's gonna be really peaceful, just soaking up the beautiful scenery and having some time to just be quiet and still with the Lord and also reflect. But then also I know I'm going to listen to some music maybe and some podcasts and YouTube videos and things like that. So just excited to kind of see what sounds good on this drive and just enjoy this alone time. But I do definitely miss Justin and I kind of wish we were driving together, but still really fun to follow him around. I feel like we're on a little family road trip right now. Text Justin Geddes.
What do you want to say to Justin?
Also, I already have to poop, LOL.
It says, also, I already have to poop lol. Looks like your CarPlay is offline, but messages will try to send this.
So pretty. Wow.
I really have to. We're to like 5 miles away from Interstate I-40.
Okay.
So we can find a good gas station. Hi. So much.
So much.
Fuck you.
That's rude.
We can find like a Sheetz or something?
Yeah.